Hello, I am Yonatan Ben Abraham, Senior Rabbi of UTOM.org. And if you're watching this video has been approved by the Beit Din of UTOM for the purposes of education and to clarify some aspects of the concept of conversion and what both the Torah teaches as well as what the Talmud teaches. This is going to be a brief overview just to explain the position of someone who converts to Judaism primarily, specifically any person who takes hold of the Torah and goes through the proper channels of a conversion. And I'm just going to hit some general aspects of what that means and what that means to you if you are a convert and to your family. Now, all items listed, or I'm going to touch on that if I don't mention specifically, will be listed in the information box found on this video, so you may do your own research. First of all, anyone who converts and takes hold of the Torah and becomes a Hebrew, whether they are born part of physical Israel or come in and is brought in either by being called to observe or converted for marriage purposes, fall under Numbers, particularly Numbers 15:15, which states that anyone who takes hold of the Torah, and I'm paraphrasing and you can look at it yourself, are all under the Torah, are under the mitzvot. And those people, there is no designation or segregation between people who are physically born part of Israel or those who convert in. Many people argue that when they do convert and they go to, say, Chabad or Satmar or Lubavitcher shuls, Orthodox shuls, they are asked if they're converts. This is illegal, both under Numbers 15:15 as well as Isaiah 14:1 in the Torah and in the TanKh, respectively. But primarily, it is illegal for anyone to mention or even ask you if you are a proselyte or a convert, because the moment that you come out of the mikveh, you are, as they say, part of the lineage of Sinai. In other words, when you come out of that mikveh, that your lineage begins from where Moses brought down the Ten Commandments. And no one has a right to question or segregate you, either verbally or otherwise, into any other aspect. That means that includes that segregation, and I'm going to get to the point I'm trying to make. That segregation cannot be withholding you from aliyah, marrying another person in the synagogue that may or may not have been a convert, and holding offices and teaching. And this is what the Talmud teaches, and I'm going to read from it, from the 7 Tractate Qiddushin, number 70 alpha A, and it states, whoever questions the pedigree of others, and that is in reference to whether they're a Cohen or proselyte or so forth, and never speaks well of people, is himself disqualified, and I'm going to get to that meaning as well. Shamuel said he casts doubt on others by what is his own failings. Now, basically what this Talmudic section in Qiddushin goes through the whole question of betrothal primarily, but it speaks, all of 70a speaks of different people who have come from different perspectives, whether you're a Cohen, whether you're a part of Kosrael, whether you're a proselyte, and so forth, and you have the rights to marry and to be part of the community in every sense of the word. When it says he himself is disqualified, it means the moment that someone stands up and says, those people over there are converts, or come up to you and say, are you a convert? In a manner of speaking, suddenly is no longer a Jew. By designating you as a person other than part of Kosrael, places that person, whether he does it in Lashon Hara, in other words, he says it to someone else, or whether he comes to you or your family and asks that question, he himself is no longer a Jew and no longer under the Torah. Based on this tractate, based on the Torah, based on the TanKh. If someone does come to you and says to you, are you a convert? And you don't want to brown them off or to lay suspicion upon yourself for whatever reason. You don't feel comfortable. You know that once you've converted that you can never speak of the conversion, and I will have all that listed. You can say to someone who doesn't know you that you're about teshuvah, which means a new or a blessed return. You've returned from not practicing and not being under the Torah to practicing. That is the appropriate response. The response should never be, no, I'm a convert, or or my family converted. That is an inappropriate response, even if the question is inappropriate, because then you are violating your own conversion by pointing out that you've converted. And in a sense, segregating yourself, your spouse, and your children. So after saying that, and like I said, all this stuff will be put on this video. If you convert, or you decide that you wish to convert, and you wish for us to go, us meaning UTOM, the Union of Torah Observant Minyanim, want to convert you, and after the proper procedure, which we can go over on other videos, once you go through that conversion, you are fully part of Israel, bar none. No one person, no rabbi, no rabbunim, no one can tell you otherwise. You are not required to present papers proving your conversion, because no one goes into a shul. Everyone knows everyone, obviously, but more importantly, to even ask for those documents for the purpose of membership is illegal by the Torah, by the Talmud, by most rabbunim. Now, after saying that, I come from 3 generations, maybe even more, but 3 generations that I can point back to on both sides of my family as being Jewish. Now, because I'm not part of the Satmar group, or in some cases certain groups of Chabad, these black hat guys with these huge beards in certain synagogues, in ultra-Orthodox synagogues, are not considered Jewish. This is an act of immaturity. It's also a sin. So I'm going to repeat what I'm saying. Once you go through the conversion, once you come out of the mikveh, that's status post after, if you're a man, after you've been brit milad. Once you come out of the mikveh, you come out. You've been a Jew since Mount Sinai. Period. End of sentence. So I hope that this was helpful to you. Please email me at Yonatan/Ben/Avraham, that's with a V, at utom.org, or go on utom.org and click on our rabbis. And if you have any further questions, please ask them. Shalom.